Hi everyone, welcome along to another Big Al's videos. Today we're going to do a little thing on home security. We've all been there, looked at cameras and seen how much they are. They're all a bit way expensive. A proper home security system is going to cost you a lot of money. So I was just looking around for a cheap alternative really, and I come across this thing on Amazon and YouTube, and I did actually fit two in my car, and I decided to pull the rear one out of these cameras because it was interfering with the radio. So I decided, I was wondering what to do with it really. I was going to resell it when I suddenly realised a good use for it. And if you've looked at home security cameras, as I say, they are very expensive. It's a lot of work involved in wiring them all up. So I decided that I would try and fix up this camera here. Now this little device is a car camera, so they call it a sport cam. I don't know why that is. It's got a little flip up thing, it sticks to the windscreen, and I decided that maybe a good option, a use for this, is as a security camera in home. It's only £15, which is cheap as chips. Now it's got infrared LEDs on the front which do function moderately well to see in really low light, almost darkness, and what I like about it is you literally just plug it in and leave it. It takes any amount of cards up to 32GB SD card, and it just rewrites over itself. Now you might be thinking, well, I could put a 16GB card in there and get 4.5 hours of quality video, and then it will go over itself, and that in itself wouldn't be of any use if a burglar come and you was away, because it would rewrite over. But that was until I remembered that there was a function on there that is just called motion detect. And obviously in that setting, on the motion detect setting, we can actually set this just to do motion detect, and obviously it would just do tiny segments that would only operate when it picked up motion. So you could actually fit this thing up and let it go, and basically it would only work when motion was detected. So I'm going to use this as a home security camera, and you can set it up on the menu inside. There's a good little menu in there for, I'll just put the camera down a second, for pinging that back there. You can set it up. There it comes. It's coming on. It's not bad. You can see around my kitchen there and to my front door. It's not a bad little camera, and it's good enough. If you had a break in, it will just click on and record silently. So I'm going to fit this up now and just show you where I've fitted mine. You just plug it in, plug a USB. It comes all complete with that. And I say, if you don't want to use it for the car and you want to use a cheap home security camera, this is the way to do it, I think. I'm going to put mine up now, just show you where it is, and just see, so you can see what it's like really. So I've decided on a position, and I think always house-wise, I think it's usually around the back that villains try to make an entry. So I'm going to point mine down at the back door and just leave it plugged in and going. So I've decided to put mine up there, just up on the camera, on the top of the cupboard there, so it's sort of out of the way. Put it in between some jugs and stuff, so it doesn't look too obvious. I'm going to camouflage it a bit more, put a few more bits and pieces around it so it is fairly well sort of in, as it were, and basically it points down at my back door and window, which I think are the vulnerable points. So there you are, for 15 quid. I think it's well worth the money. You get a lead, you get a car lead. If you want to use it as a car crash cam, you can, and if you want to use it in the car, that's fine. But if you want to do it for indoors, cheap security, it only works on a motion detect. So all you need to buy is a camera, which comes 15 quid all the way from China, including the postage. And also, obviously, the other thing you've got to buy is a memory card. So you can get a cheap SD memory card, the 16GB on Amazon, will only cost you about £10.20 now. So for 25 quid all in, including the power adapter for this thing and the USB lead, you get a really cheap security system for the home. It's not the best in the world, but for the price, and I like to do things cheap. That's me. That's what we're all about here on our YouTube channel, is to try and get things done cheap and get it as a good a product as we can for a cheap price. And that's it. So from me and this little home security cam there, that's it. Get one. I think they're great. Alright, okay, check out all my YouTube videos, Derrickton33. Thanks very much for watching.